Next month, voters in Orem will decide the fate of a student housing project next to Utah Valley University.
Utah Valley University is the fastest growing university in the state.
Now, the University Endowment Fund is invested in the project.
Well, a pedestrian walkway would be built under the road to take people directly onto campus.
For the first time in 15 years in PEG building communities, we had a project so controversial, it went to referendum and got put in the hands of voters.
The UVU student housing community began a couple of years ago when former Utah Valley University President Matthew Holland approached our CEO Cameron about a major issue facing the university. That issue is a long-time student housing shortage. For years, UVU's master plan has been to build lodging that the university desperately needs so that students, they don't have to keep commuting from all across the Wasatch Front.
The completion of these projects is crucial.
Over the last 3 years, we have prepared to tackle this extremely needed 1,600-bed community adjacent to UVU campus. We went to planning commission meetings, worked with city staff, worked with neighborhoods, over 50 site plans that we went through. Some major changes, some minor changes, and then the surrounding neighborhood started to get involved. A lot of it is change, right? People don't like change in their neighborhood. And Utah Valley University is growing a lot and has grown a lot over the last decade. And that is frustrating people. The neighborhood group that opposed the project filed for a referendum. They got the signatures they needed, and it was placed on the ballot as a voting item for a referendum of Proposition 5.
Because we had already invested millions of dollars into this project, had taken the risk of buying the 27 homes off the property, and because we gave UVU our word, we had no choice but to educate voters and make this happen. We, in conjunction with our development partner Woodbury Corporation, crafted a comprehensive campaign utilizing every resource we had and leaving no stone unturned.
We did a half dozen town hall meetings. We spent time with students and university staff. We did social media campaigns. We also did mailers throughout the city.
I had some funny experiences like putting up signs where I'd have people like throw stuff at us or like pull over and yell at us. On the other hand, it was by and large like pretty civil discourse with people that said like, oh, you know what? I didn't know that. Going into Election Day, we were cautiously optimistic.
We really didn't get a lot of results in until later in the evening.
Every single one of us up all night long, just refresh.
I'm getting texts from family and friends, in state, out of state, like, you know, you've got people in like New York City watching the results of the Orem City election.
After what seemed like a lifetime, the initial ballots were tallied.
At about midnight, we found out that we were only up by one vote.
One vote.
One vote.
One single vote.
I didn't sleep the rest of the night.
At the time, they had only counted less than 50% of the ballots.
Every few days after Election Day, we got updates on what the status was. And we continued to trend in a positive direction, getting more and more votes in our favor. Until finally, about 2 weeks later,
we did it. We won the election.
It was a relief and it was excitement that now we can go forward and put a great project together.
the Green on Campus Drive is going to be a fantastic project. 5 different buildings, 1,600 beds. These students will be able to enjoy amenities beyond what is in the market currently.
This will be the first time that Utah Valley University will have student housing contiguous to campus. It is a game changer for us.
Orem is a wonderful community. We're one of the safest in the nation. We've been rated one of the best to raise a family, to start a business. It was a very open process. It's all been done through a community effort.
Turning to the investment side, this is a phenomenal project. There's literally nothing that can come in and compete with it because of where it's located. So to finally be able to go out to our investors and say, hey, this is happening, here's the schedule, here's what it looks like for you, a huge win for PEG.